Yeah, I've been coming to these things for a while, and I don't understand why I'm always the last guy. You know, because my last name is Abraham, starts with an A. When I was in high school and grade school, I always thought I'd get away with being in the back of the class, but the teachers always had you in alphabetical order, which means I was in the first row, the first seat. I could never sneak out of class. So with that said, I just wanted to give you my thoughts about why the Anthony R. Abraham Foundation is here today. You know, the world is in chaos. I look at the behind me and it says chiefs. Usually when I think of somebody called a chief, it's a guy who's a leader, an innovator, one who brings everybody together, helps them steer through the storms, good days, the bad days. Not only that, but somebody that protects the integrity of their heritage, their beliefs, their faiths. And so you want to know why the Anthony R. Abraham Foundation is engaged in education, in hope, in innovation, creativity. It's because, as I said to the Pope, I was just there last week in reference to a project in Lebanon, which is in a disaster situation, that without hope, it's very difficult for people to see the light. And with that said, I was one of 5 adopted kids. I came from an orphanage, and I lived there until I was 4 years old. So I believe that each and every one of us has an obligation when we walk into this class or into this school. I'm talking about the educators. What's the impact that we're going to have on people's lives, on these young adults that come here, that want to learn? You know, I took a picture this morning. I swear to God, I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. I couldn't even see this guy's face, but he had a set of hair, which I wish I had some of it, that was amazing. I mean, what it told me right then and there was that he believed in himself enough to be able to have that hairstyle. And what we need to do as educators is we need to find that passion, that commitment, that drive, that motivates that young student. Maybe it's not something that we understand or appreciate, but it's something that if we could at least help steer him to get access to these books of knowledge or these computers that will give him a road, a path to test his inclinations as an artist, as a speaker, as a talent scout, whatever. This institution, as a school, has an obligation to make sure that we understand that every day we come in here, that we have the right and the obligation to empower these children in a positive direction so that when they come to school, they're excited, they're ignited, they want to come back. And that's our role as educators. Our role as the Anthony R. Abraham Foundation, I'm pleased to say that we look for these opportunities to empower institutions, students, educators, scientists. We're involved in a lot of things. I just want to say one thing. I just came back from almost a 3-week trip across the world. I ended up in a place that was in total disaster. One of the things I love when I heard it this morning is about how when they walk into this room, they have a sense of excitement. It's lit up, it's colorful. There's a lot of places in this world that are in a dark place, that have lost hope. We cannot come in here and assume that we're doing our jobs. We can't assume that we're doing our best. We have to challenge ourselves every day. Did we empower these kids to believe in themselves, to find themselves, to look at us and say one day they're going to come back to you and say, you know, Mr. Smith, it was because of you that I believed in myself, that I found that path that would get me to where I believe I could be. Now, every time I come to these meetings, I wear this. I'm a member of the United States Olympic and Paralympic Foundation. And I can tell you, on the Paralympic side, these athletes that have lost their legs, that lost their arms, that have been in places so deep that they wanted to commit suicide, that if it wasn't for the family, if it wasn't from the mentors, if it wasn't for the teachers, that they knew that came to their support, they would have never made it. To excel in a place they never believed they could be. And that's what we need to do here. We have to give these students the belief that they can become anything they dream. And that's our mission. Every single day, we have to know that it is our obligation, our responsibility, to make sure that their dreams come true. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And I want to say thank you to everybody who served ahead of me. I know you're all doing a great job. We're very pleased the Abraham Foundation to be associated with all these great organizations. And we got to figure out a way where I don't speak after you because I just can't keep up. I have to keep coming up with better ideas every time I see you, okay? Thank you so much. God bless everybody.